Not every day in your business is going to be sunshine and rainbows. In fact, if you're a business owner, you've likely had a few nights, probably more than you care to admit, evenings when you're up late, whether because you can't think, you're anxious, you're overwhelmed, you're worrying about what your people are going to think or how they're going to respond, you're thinking about your offer and your launch process and all of the things, or maybe you're just a little bit burnt out and you spent the whole night on the couch watching Netflix and didn't get to bed on the time you wanted. And so when you wake up in the morning, you're filled with anxiety and overwhelm and all of these thoughts and feelings of like, I should have gone to bed earlier. I should have done this. I should have done that. Oh my God, I'm such an asshole. Oh my God, why did I do this to myself? Wow, I should have learned. I never learned. I always do this. And I want you to know, first and foremost, that these feelings are completely normal. The people who are showing up on Instagram and attempting to tell you that business is just fun all the time are complete BS and you should run away from them. Because the reality is that you're doing something that not a lot of people dare to do. You're doing something that not a lot of people have the guts and the courage to actually put themselves out there and do. Building a business, especially a coaching course or membership based business that is designed to genuinely change people's lives is going to be uncomfortable. And while people really truly want you to understand or to think that growth looks like a straight line, it really truly is more of a curvy line that goes up and down over time. What's up? I'm Cora-Lynn Hazelwood. I built a $500,000 business using just Instagram and absolutely no paid ads in 18 months. And I'm here to help you build a passive, profitable, and purposeful online business too. If that sounds like something that you want to experience and something that you want to learn how to build yourself, then go ahead and hit that follow button. Now, I'm hoping, I really am hoping that I'm not the only person in the world who, or business owner in the world, who has had this cycle of things not going the way that you planned, getting up in the morning and not feeling like doing the things, not actually ticking off the boxes on your checklist, not actually taking the action that you want to take. And we've all ended up in that Google spiral or ended up in that negative thought spiral of this this is it. My business is going to blow up. Everything is over now. Like I wasn't consistent. I didn't show up. I didn't do the things. I didn't take care of myself. I didn't do what I promised. And therefore, everything is going to blow up in smoke and I might as well just quit now. Way to go, Cora-Lynn. Good job. Here's the thing though. Business was never meant to be a linear line. As I said earlier, it's meant to be an up and down line. And it would be super, super weird if you went through your entire business journey doing brand new things that you've never done before and didn't have a shit day in the process. So I thought instead of our usual advice, we'd talk about the real stuff. Okay. I want to preface this by saying that the last 3 months in my business, maybe even 6 months in my business, have been some of the most challenging months that I have ever had. Honestly, there was no motivation. There was no desire to get up and do the things. There wasn't a lot of content ideas flowing in my brain. It didn't excite me the way that everybody on Instagram and on YouTube and in all of these different social media platforms says that it should be. It should be exciting. You should be happy about it. You should be working towards it. And it made me feel a certain way. Now, I've been in the business game for about 5 years now, so I know better than to make this thought process to make these experiences where I am low energy, where I'm not motivated, actually means something about my success. But I don't believe that everybody knows this. So I want to talk to you today about how I move through those really challenging days as a business owner. The first thing that I do is I'm super patient with myself in the morning. So if I get up out of bed in the morning and I notice that my energy is not where it usually is, I'm not feeling excited, I'm not motivated, I'm super unbelievably patient with myself. The worst thing that you can do in this situation is start to should all over yourself or tell yourself that you need to get going faster because you've slept in or whatever it might be. Take the additional time for yourself in the morning if you can, even if it's just 1 or 2 minutes of extra time that you get to have to yourself. For me, I focus on doing things that I know make me personally feel good. So sometimes this is reading a book, going for a walk, doing some breath work. I absolutely love the Othership app. I highly, highly recommend it. I'm not an affiliate. I just genuinely love their product. Um, so I use the Othership app, listening to music. There's so many things that I do that make me feel good. Now, what's important is that I don't try and stuff this moment, these mornings with things that I think I should be doing. Oh, I think I should go to the gym and I should be doing this and I should be doing that. No, I focus instead on the things that I know make me feel good, whether or not I think I should be doing them. So the first thing you want to do is give yourself some grace, give yourself some space in the morning to actually feel how you feel. The next thing that I do is I review my calendar for the day. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you to completely axe your calendar and don't do anything. And while I think that that can be super helpful, I often discover that about 90% of the tasks that I think I need to do that day could actually be pushed to the next day. So I push whatever out that I can, and I still focus on the things that I need in order to move the needle forward in my business. So if I have sales calls on the books, I tackle those. If I have community calls on the books, I tackle those. But that's it. The third thing that I do, and this one is way easier said than done. Let's just put it that way. But I allow myself to actually just feel the feelings. The reality is that all of our feelings are neutral. And the only reason that they have these like negative shit storms and thought spirals that go with them is because we're making them mean something. Sometimes we're making them mean that our business won't grow. Sometimes we're making them mean that we're a bad person. Sometimes we're making them mean that we're not taking care of ourselves. The only thing that these feelings mean is that you're a human being and you're processing whatever it is you're processing. And so I really do allow myself to just let the feeling be there. I don't try to get rid of it. I don't try to energize myself. I don't try to motivate myself. I just feel how I'm feeling. And I consistently tell myself that this is neutral. These feelings do not mean anything about me, my ability to coach or care for or be of service to my clients. And they certainly do not mean anything about my ability to make money through my online business while I'm feeling this way. Now, the reason why I'm showing this point specifically about just allowing yourself to feel how you're feeling and actually not trying to change your state, allowing them to actually be neutral, is because there's a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of well intentioned business coaches and business mentors who are talking about how we have to be high energy, how people buy your energy and how you make them feel. And in order to have that transaction happening, you have to feel good. You have to be confident all the time. And I just want you to know that this is complete and total BS. I told you earlier that I have literally been feeling off in my business for the last 6 months, but that didn't stop us from generating over $100,000. It's not necessarily about how you feel, it's what you do with those feelings. It's how you share those feelings with the world that determines whether or not they're going to be something that holds you back or allows you to continue to move the needle forward in your business. And so the next time you find yourself thinking these ideas or playing that coach's reel over in your head that says like, you got to be confident, you got to be on your game, you got to be feeling good. I want you to remind yourself that this is complete BS. And the fact that you're feeling things is completely normal and neutral, and you can still make money even on your shit days. In fact, I even have a post-it note on my computer that I see every single day. And it literally says, I make money even on my worst days, because here's the reality. That's my truth. That is the reality in my business, is that it's set up in a way that no matter how I'm feeling, I am able to still make money. People do not want to buy products or services from perfect robotic human beings. The only thing that that does is make them continue to feel inadequate and like they are not doing enough. If you want people to know you, to like you, to trust you, and to build deeper relationships with your clients, which is a much more sustainable way to actually grow your business, then being vulnerable and being honest about how you're feeling is a really important thing to do. For example, today I had a coaching call in our Design to Scale community. And to be honest with you, I was up all night worrying. Insomnia truly got the best of me. And what that meant was that I woke up this morning not necessarily feeling as hot or as on it or as critical or as like to the point. You guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Not, can you tell that it's been that day? Um, Not feeling as on it or as on top of my A game as I usually am. And so, what did I do? When I got on that call, I literally just said exactly that. Hey guys, I just want to let you know that I am not feeling the absolute best today, but I am here to help you regardless. And let this be evidence that you're allowed to not feel good in your business and still show up and do the things. Just because I'm tired doesn't mean that I can't share really great wisdom and information with people. Just because I'm not bursting at the seams with motivation and excitement doesn't mean that the things that I have to say aren't valuable. It definitely still is. And if you're anything like me, then you can take what you're experiencing and turning it into a teachable or a sellable moment, right? Today on my Instagram stories, I literally said, I made $10,000 today, which I did. But what I don't tell you guys is that I felt like shit the whole time I was doing it. Why? Because I was up late watching Netflix and I couldn't sleep, right? And so I turned that into a moment for my community where I said, look, all of these people on Instagram telling you that you have to feel good all the time are literally just trying to get you to buy their course. The reality is that you need to show up in your business being a human being, not a perfectionist, not a perfect person. And when you show up as a human being, that's when people can relate to you. That's when you start to develop relationships. That's when your audience stops being an audience and starts becoming a community. When you let them in, when you share the vulnerable pieces. The fourth thing that I do is I call loved ones. So for some of you guys, you may not have the greatest experiences with your family, but I am lucky and grateful enough to have an extraordinarily supportive and incredible family who I can pick up the phone and call. Sometimes that's friends, sometimes that's, actual family. But regardless, I try to get on the phone with someone who is just going to listen to me and not try to fix me. Now, I know that when these moments happen in our business, it's really easy to come in with all of those should thoughts. I should be doing more. I should be showing up. I should be happier. I should be more energized. I should be more rested. I should go to bed. I should do more things. And it's really easy to go down that thought process because of the hustle culture that has been perpetuated on the internet these days. But when these thoughts cross your mind, when you start going down the should rabbit hole, I want you to really ask yourself, how do I know that this is true? How do I know, and do I know with 100% certainty that what I should be doing right now is creating content, DMing people, creating websites, and sales pages, and courses, and all of the things? How do I know that that's what I should be doing? What you'll discover is probably a narrative that has been created by both the media and the government who want you to be happy and working. Because if you're not happy and working, what we get is civil unrest and we get a workforce that doesn't actually do anything. So all of these shoulds that you have in your head are actually created by the very system that you're actually attempting to escape as an online business owner. And it's really important to keep in mind. Where is the evidence that I should be doing more, or I should be showing up differently, or I should be doing these things over here coming from? It's coming from what you're seeing in the world around you. But if you're anything like me, you've probably learned by now that absolutely nothing outside of you is the answer. All of the answers come from within. So, going back to part one, which is asking yourself, what can I do that's going to make me feel good for me and nobody else? Because the reality is, there are no emergencies in your online business. It feels like there are emergencies. It feels like if you don't show up every day, your business won't grow. It feels like your clients need you right now. And actually, they needed you like yesterday, last night when you were sleeping or awake watching Netflix. But the reality is that these people that you're serving are human beings. And if there's one thing that they understand, it's having off or bad days. Okay. They get it. They understand. So simply reaching out to them and saying, hey, I'm having an off day. I'm going to prioritize this first thing tomorrow morning. I need to, prioritize myself so that I can be the best version of myself when I work on your project or when we touch base tomorrow. They're going to respect you and understand you so much more. And that little thing, doing that little thing, builds unbelievable amounts of trust with your ideal client. Days like how I've been feeling not only today, to be honest with you, fam, but like also almost every day for the last 6 months. Low energy, not excited, feeling kind of blah, barely got any sleep, feeling super anxious, brain running a mile a minute are normal. And if you meet on an online business owner who tells you that you should be feeling good all the time, please run in the other direction because they are full of shit. Okay. However, if you can realize that these days that you're having where you feel this way are actually completely normal, and you can learn to embrace them by being present, by feeling how you're feeling, what you're going to learn super soon is that the reason why you're feeling this way is probably because there's a lesson here that you need to learn. And the sooner you can stop trying to get rid of these feelings or get out of the state that you're in, but actually learn to sit in the state that you're in and explore these feelings, the sooner you're actually going to be able to figure out what that lesson is and actually move through the rest of your business with more intention. I know it feels like you can't take the time. If this video resonated with you, I just want you to know that you're not alone. There is a whole community of people who are actually sharing the reality of building an online business and not just the fluffy, fun, sunshine, and rainbow stuff that you see on Instagram. My mission is to be as transparent as possible with you about this entire process of actually building a $500,000. It's crazy to say that out loud. $500,000 business on Instagram, and to show you that the things you're actually experiencing in your business are completely normal. And you're looking for a real community of business owners who are doing the work together and sharing all of the experiences, good, bad, and absolutely everything in between. You're going to want to book a call underneath this video so that I can support you in doing only the things that you need to do where your business is right now to get to that next big milestone, whether that's 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K, or even 50K months and beyond.